Okay, so you know when you're scrolling through Instagram and suddenly you just have to have that new lipstick because your fave influencer is like obsessed with it.
Oh, totally. That's influencer marketing, right? It's everywhere.
It really is. And today we're going to really break down what makes a beauty brand collab actually work.
Right. What makes it more than just hype, you know?
Exactly. We're diving deep into this article from Cosmetic Executive Women, and they highlight 6 of these crazy successful influencer partnerships.
Yeah, and it's fascinating, right? These collabs are often how these influencers build their own brands. Like, it's a whole strategy.
No way. So it's more than just a pretty face on a product.
Way more. It's business savvy, for sure.
Mhm.
It's really changing how the beauty industry works.
Wow. Okay. So let's jump into it. Grab 3 Yard Girl, or Bunny Meyer, her collab with Tarte, the Swamp Queen palette, sold out, pre-sale.
Insane, right? The article mentions her huge following, the Swamp family, super dedicated fans.
It's 2.7 million on Insta, right? Back then, at least.
Yeah, but I think it's more than just numbers. She's, genuine, down-to-earth, people trust her.
It's like a friend recommending something. And that palette, the Swamp Queen one, it had 4.8 stars or something.
And people loved it. It wasn't just hype. And the colors, those wearable neutrals, so smart.
I almost bought it, not even gonna lie.
It's such a good example of a product matching the influencer. Her style is kind of quirky, and the palette reflects that.
100%. Okay, so we've got authenticity, but what about just straight-up star power? Chrissy Teigen and Becca Cosmetics.
Oh, yeah. Her Glow Face palette, a ton of buzz around that one.
40,000 loves on Sephora's website. Hello.
And her reach was massive, nearly 15 million followers back then.
Crazy.
But what's interesting is she wasn't just the face of it. She was super involved in creating it,
Oh.
Behind-the-scenes stuff, feedback, the whole thing. Made it feel more genuine, less like a random celeb endorsement.
And she was promoting it at BeautyCon and stuff.
Oh, yeah, totally. That kind of investment, it resonates with people. They're like, okay, if she's this into it.
Maybe I should be too.
Exactly. Consumers see right through the BS now. It's got to be authentic.
So true. Okay, so we've seen authenticity work, star power done right. Now let's talk about MXE. Their whole influencer lipstick collection, they went with 9 influencers.
It's a bold move, right?
Yeah.
But it's actually so clever.
Why is that?
Think about it. They had Fleur de Force, Alessandra, Samantha Rambo, all these global influencers reaching different communities. It's huge for exposure.
So it's built-in marketing to different groups of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, if one influencer's audience doesn't love it, the others can balance that out. you know?
Yeah.
It's way less risky.
That is smart. Okay, from huge collabs to something kind of different, Huda, the Huda Beauty Queen, she partnered with Tweezerman.
Tweezers. It sounds so random, but it worked.
I know, right? How do you even...
It's all about that expert status.
Yeah.
She's huge in beauty, built a whole empire on makeup, and she made tweezers cool.
Because Huda says they're good.
They're good. Trust.
And the packaging. That millennial pink, the little set, they were trendy suddenly.
It just shows you good branding, a good partner, that trust factor. It can make anything the next big thing.
It's kind of amazing when you think about it. Almost anything could be the next big thing. Okay, ready for another one that kind of threw me? OGX, the hair care people. With the yummy shampoos and stuff.
Yeah.
They teamed up with Kandee Johnson, the makeup guru.
Interesting combo.
And I was like, wait, makeup and hair care? How does that even...
Right. It seems weird at first, but then you remember Kandee, right? She's always doing these crazy hair transformations.
Oh, true. She dyes her hair every other week.
Exactly. So she needs good hair products, color-safe stuff.
That actually makes sense.
It does. Makes it feel authentic. You can totally picture her using OGX.
Right. She's not out there promoting lawnmowers. Suddenly it fits.
Exactly. Plus, remember the packaging. Super fun and on brand.
Frosted sugar cookie shampoo.
Yeah.
Okay. Stop. I'm hungry now. But you're right. They made it work. Speaking of working, Jaclyn Hill and Morphe.
Oh, yeah. That was huge.
Masterclass in building hype on YouTube.
Totally. Morphe, back then, they were known mostly for brushes, right?
Yeah, brushes.
So partnering with Jaclyn Hill, a total makeup icon, to push their eyeshadows, their lip stuff.
Smart. Shine the spotlight on something new.
Exactly.
And that launch video she did, over 2 million views. Can you imagine?
Crazy. Creating that buzz. And then other beauty YouTubers jumped on board too, right?
Oh, yeah. Everyone was reviewing it.
That's that community power.
Jaclyn starts the wave, then it just spreads.
It's amazing how much influence they have, these creators.
It really is. And for a lot of them, these collabs are just the beginning. build that following, get the experience.
And they build their own thing.
It's kind of inspiring when you think about it. Like, with hard work, being authentic, smart moves.
The sky's the limit.
Totally. And it's not just about them. It changes the whole beauty industry, you know?
Like what way?
Like, it levels the playing field. Smaller brands can compete with the huge names now just by partnering up.
True. It's more accessible than traditional marketing.
Way more.
Right.
Which means more competition, more new stuff to try.
Definitely. And for consumers, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So much more choice now.
Oh, 1,000,000%. You're not stuck with just what's in magazines anymore.
Exactly. Social media, influencers, it's changed everything.
Yeah.
You discover new stuff, connect with people who get it.
Love that. Win-win for everyone.
Almost everyone. I bet some marketing execs somewhere are feeling a little stressed.
Probably. But change is good, you know? And the beauty world, they're always adapting.
For sure.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot here. Authenticity, strategy, community, it's all key. But for you, what's the biggest takeaway? Like the one thing people should remember?
It is. It is. And it's easy to get, swept up in the hype of a new product launch. Like, ooh, pretty packaging. Ooh, my fave influencer loves it.
Totally. But you have to be, like, smarter than that, you know?
For sure. So for you, what makes a collab actually successful? Like, really work?
It's got to be more than just a famous face, right? More than just slapping their name on something. It's about,
It's got to be authentic.
yes, 100%. Like a real connection between them and the brand. And they have to get the audience, what they want, what they care about.
Exactly. When all of that clicks, it's a win-win. The brand wins, the influencer wins, and the customer, most importantly, they win too.
Totally. And it makes you wonder, right? Have you ever bought something just because, like, your fave influencer was raving about it? Tell us about it. Hit us up on social media. We might even share some on the next deep dive.
Ooh, good idea. I bet there are some good stories out there.
Oh, for sure. Thinking about this article, it made me realize we've been talking about the good collabs, but what about the flops?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, the ones that just didn't.
Didn't work.
Yeah.
And what can we learn from those? Like, are there red flags to watch out for? That's something for everyone listening to think about.
Definitely. Like, when a collab seems off, analyze it. Why didn't it work?
Yeah, because this whole influencer marketing thing, it's not going anywhere.
It's here to stay. And the more we know as consumers, the better choices we can make.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Knowledge is power, my friends. Okay, that's it for this deep dive. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you next time.